last one, and this is a rap one. Start bench and cut. Now this is the type of song. If you listen to, if you go to a club, getting your groove thing on, which one you starting, benching, and cutting.
Okay.
You got Juveniles, Back That Ass Up, featuring Manny Fresh and Lil Wayne, 50 Cent in the Club, or Get Low by Lil Jon and the East Side Boys featuring Yin Yang Twins. Champ,
Hey man,
I know you from Columbus, Georgia. You from Columbus, Georgia, but I know you go to DATL from time to time.
yeah. Let me tell you something real quick, man. If you ever to this day, in the great words of Deontay Wilder, to this day, want to get the ladies on the floor, you got to put on that juvenile. You got to, man, because you are going to see rump shaking when you get on that floor. What you gonna see it from? You gonna see it for everybody, from all the ladies. You gonna see all of them head straight to the floor. It's gonna be hard not for them to react when you hear it, man. You gonna see it. You gonna see it everywhere. When I say it, you know what I'm talking about. We gonna keep it clean. So we gonna start. We gonna start juvenile, man. That's the anthem, man. Hey, man. Look, anybody from Columbus watching this, shout out to the Prince Hall where they used to host the parties at when we was younger. Because and shout out to the Backdoor Hollywood Connection. Shout out to all the clubs that we used to go to as young guys. Shout out to Club Mario. Shout out to Club Martinis. Shout out to all of y'all. Because the minute y'all put that song on, we knew it was on. We knew it was on. I'm starting that. I'm starting, back that ass up, man. Back that ass up, man. You want the ladies to get the dance and put on that song, man. The party getting kind of lame, put that on. Hey, as far as partying, man, look, I'm benching get low. Benching get low, man. Hey, man, look, love 50 Cent. But you're old enough to remember, when we went to the parties, it was all about the ladies. We want to see the ladies dance. To this day, I want to see that. So guess what? Because I like to see the ladies dance, I'm starting back that ass up. I'm benching get low because those two songs gonna get them to dancing. Now, In the Club was a hit like no other. But guess what, man? The ladies weren't dancing when it came to that. They wasn't.
They
The
weren't.
ladies was dancing. Everybody was bopping. They was bopping around. But guess what, man? When it came to seeing everything just come out, when you want to see some ratchet stuff go down in the club, you got to play Get Low or Bag That Ass Up, man. I'm just not gonna bullshit you. I wanted to see that. Hey, what I do with that song. Hey, I used to ask the DJ. Shout out to my boy Carl. I used to ask the DJ sometimes, hey man, you play Back That Ass Up yet, man? All right, then. You know what I'm saying? So we do when to get away from the bar, because we knew when the dancers were coming when he started playing that, man. So hey man, we wanted to see it. And by it, you know what it is. So hey, starting back that ass up, bench and get low. Hey, 50 Cent, I love that song to life. I still listen to it when I come into the gym. But I came to the club to see the ladies act ratchet. So I'm I'm cutting in the club.
I agree with that list. When you play Back That Ass Up, you want to see some women dancing.
Exactly.
You want to see some women twerking. You want to see the women acting up in the
Yes.
clubs. That's what you want to see. Get low. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
starting Back That Ass Up, but get low though.
Yeah.
Them close. Them women when
Yeah.
they get
Real
low though.
close. Real close. Oh, I'm
I'm,
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
I,
sorry.
I'm, folks. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best to keep it clean. In the club though, that's a great one. But
Yeah,
you can listen to it not only in the club, but you can also listen anywhere in the gym. You can also listen to it at the basketball. You can also listen to it when you're playing hoops or whatever.
yeah,
That's the time you can listen to that song anywhere. But if you go into specifically for the purposes solely for a club or to see some ladies dancing, back that ass up, get low.
get low. Hey man, if anybody, any
Trust
club
me, I know.
promoters,
I'm from Haiti. I've seen women.
yeah,
They play
any
back
club
that ass
promoters
up.
listening to Sports PSP's podcast right now, bring back the dance floor. We miss the
Yes.
dance floor because the minute that song used to come on, girls would be, and even when Sections was in, they still had the dance floor at the beginning of the era in 2010. You would see girls literally get out of their section and go to the dance floor. And you seeing it all over the floor. It was just, it was an amazing time to be alive, man. Even now, man, even now,
Oh, they
you play
play it.
that.
I I don't know if you watched the show, champ. Abbott Elementary. The principal Ava, season 3. They she walked into the gymnasium, and then suddenly the janitor they played the song "Back That Ass Up," and then all of a sudden she started twerking and dancing like crazy. Like you gotta go check out the clip in on YouTube and everything, man.
Hey, man, when it comes to back that ass up, they had a no reaction. Are you going to react to this? And hardly nobody passed. I mean, even the great Vanessa Bryan and Lala had that challenge, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like nobody. Man. That look, man, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it, man. That was back in the heyday. It's just like, man, when that song came on, it was magic. It was magic. I mean,
But also a testament to how music was back in the days. Like nowadays, music like we listen to, champ, it's all right, but ain't nothing better than the late '90s, the early thousands music. That was a time if you wanted to get crunk, if you want to have a good time back in them days, them late '90s, early thousands.
I mean, and I don't know if you would, if I'm stealing your thunder for a later show, I apologize. But I don't know if you watched Nelly's interview earlier in the week, where he said he was in the hardest era of hip hop in the late 90s, early 2000s. I don't know if you watched that interview, and I absolutely agreed with him. He was absolutely right because the thing was, man, you had so much to compete with rap back then. You had the Jay-Z's, the Nas's who were lyrics, you had the lyricists rap, you had the party club music, the crunk music. I mean, it
Snoop.
was so much out there. And people don't even understand this. Back then, those are just the national guys you had to compete with. People don't understand. I don't think people understand a lost art is regional hip hop. You know, back then, back in the early 2000s, I think I said this on another show. I mean, Pastor Troy, shout out to Pastor Troy, by the way, one of my favorite artists from Georgia. Hey, man,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to DSGB. Hey, man, back then, he was getting songs played in the club that you probably wouldn't hear up in New York. I mean, I never forget when Ari Cutting came out. That was a song that got you on the floor. I mean, never forget when Came to the Club Just to Fight came out. That was a song that got everybody on the floor. I mean, there was a lot of songs back then that you wanted to hear. And when you heard them in the club, it just sparked. It just sparked. So I agree with Nelly about that being the most competitive period of hip hop, not only for the national rap, but the regional rap as well.
No doubt. But when it comes to back that ass up, if I'm in the club and I see some women dancing,
Man, look, and I'm gonna just put this lightly. I never got as many dances on any song than I did on that one song alone. When that song came on, that was good for at least about 3 dances, if not 4 or 5. I mean, because you knew it was, like I said, it's a anthem, man. It's like once you put that on, you knew you was about to see a show, and you ain't necessarily got to be in a gentleman's club in order to see that show. We'll leave it at that.
and them ladies back in them days, whew, Lord,
Hey man, like I
Lord.
said, our age group, even now, put that song on and watch what happens. Put it on at any party.
Oh,
Hey,
absolutely.
in the great words of Jim the Anvil Nightheart, they gonna forget their manners.